Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are doing great. Today we are going to talk about another eyeshadow palette. Of course, this is a place where everybody loves palettes, so that's what we talk about here. Today we're going to talk about the Huda Beauty Purple Haze palette. I have already done a video on the Khaki Haze palette and I love the formula and the quality of this palette, so I decided to go for the Purple Haze as well. And if you guys are from my main channel, you guys already know I love purple, and of course I had to get this palette. So today I'm going to share my thoughts on this palette. I'll show you swatches and I will also do this look which I have right here. So without much further ado, let's quickly get started with today's video. Okay guys, let's get started with the video. So this is the Purple Haze palette. There are three palettes which Huda Beauty has launched in this category. This is the Haze Obsessions palette. So there is a Purple Haze, we have the Khaki Haze, and we have a Sand Haze. Now the Sand Haze palette was, I think, is going to be a little bit light for me, so I didn't go for that one. I chose these two instead. This one looks like this. If you haven't watched the video yet, this is how this one looks like. It has that khaki olivey tones, a little bit of a cooler warm toned mixed palette. Love this palette. I have a video on this one on my channel, so I will leave that in the description box. And this is the Purple Haze. This is how this palette looks like. It is of course also a 9-pan palette. I will give you a close-up here as well. Along with the purple tones in this palette, we have some reddish pink tones too. So there are purples, mauves, reddish tones in this palette. Really beautiful color story, and I got instantly attracted to this color story. But since I have so many purple palettes, I did hold myself back for quite a while, but then ultimately I just decided to go for it. So this is how the palette looks like, and you get, how much do you get? You get 5.8 grams of product total in this entire palette. I purchased this product from Sephora here, and I think these palettes are still available on the Sephora website. Today, by the way, I'm also wearing the Haze Lip Kit lipstick. This is the shade Savage. Love this color. Swatches of the lip kit is available on my main channel. Okay, so let's talk about this palette first very quickly, then I'll show you the look which I have right here. In this palette also, as I was saying in my Khaki Haze palette, I think the mattes are excellent. Huda Beauty mattes have definitely improved in formulation. I was not a fan of Huda Beauty mattes. There were blending issues. Some of them would not have a lot of pigmentation, but these mattes in this palettes, both of these, this one and also the khaki one, the mattes are just exceptional quality. They are super smooth, creamy, buttery, very pigmented, and they blend really well. So I am super happy with the mattes in this palette. Now in this palette there are 4 mattes. So out of the 4 mattes, I think for my skin tone I will be able to use these 2 mattes as a transition shade or crease shade all over the lid color, everything. So these 2 shades will work on my skin tone. These 2 are lighter matte shades, so they are not going to completely work on my skin tone. The purple one can be used as a slight blending shade or all over the lid shade or inner corner highlight kind of color. This is an excellent matte shade for my brow bone highlight, so that's what I've used today as well. So out of the 4 shades, I would say I'm pretty happy with the color range. It's not always that all the matte shades of an eyeshadow palette can be used by me, so at least from the 4, 3 I would say are very good for my skin tone. I will be able to use. The shimmers, oh my god, they are just super beautiful. There is something different about the shimmers in these Haze Obsession palettes. They are not like metallic sheen kind of shimmers. There is just 1 or 2 which are metallic, this one and this one, which have that metallic sheen. The other shimmers have that iridescent, sparkly, very thin shimmery formula. So they have a lot of very fine glitters or micro shimmers infused in them, so they look really pretty in certain lightings. So you may not see a lot of pigmentation from some of the shimmer shades because they have that very light glittery shimmery finish. So if you are not a fan of glitter or sparkle, then you may not like this palette that much. If you only want metallic finish shadows which will have that smooth shine, in these palettes, this one and both the Haze one as well, you get those very sparkly, iridescent, shimmery shadows. Pigmentation wise, I think all the shimmer shades are really nicely pigmented, but you do have that glitter aspect to them, so do keep that in mind. If you work with brushes, there will be fallout with them as well. So with these kind of palettes, I always recommend you to do your eye look first. Although today I haven't faced that much of a fallout. I have used this color right here, which is a very pretty mauvey, like a silvery kind of a iridescent sparkly color. Very pretty color. Very unique sort of shimmers in this palettes. These kind of shimmers are not very easily available in a lot of palettes, so they are not completely metallic. Just keep that in mind. And yeah, the colors are quite different from what I have seen in Huda Beauty palettes so far. I have purchased Huda Beauty Obsession palettes after a really long time, so I'm not sure how the previous palettes were. I have in fact not even seen much reviews of the previous palettes, but these ones I do really like. So just quickly, I think I just want to mention my favorite colors. And just a quick disclaimer, I have not used the entire palette. These are just my first thoughts from whatever I have used. Fallout issues are there with the shimmer shadows, so just be aware. But I would say the fallout is not, you know, that much. Out of the shades which are here, I think I like most of the shades. These are definitely very pretty. The reddish tones. This one is like a corally reddish sort of a color which has glitter infused. Very pretty. This is what I have on my eyes today. Just love this color so much. Very different mauvey, silvery, purpley, light color. And then this one is also really nice, like a very nice purple, although I have a lot of purples like this, so this is not something very unique to my collection. This is very interesting. I will try to do a look with this one probably on my Instagram. So this one has like a shift. It has a deep purple shift and a light purple shift. Like if you see here, it looks light, but it has a deeper purple shift too. So that's very interesting. So those are all the shades in the palette. Let me quickly show you the swatches also, and then I will show you this look, how I have achieved it. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so here is a close-up of the palette one more time. Here is a swatch of the first row of the palette. I hope you can make out the glitters or the shimmers in the corally red shade. Then we have the second row of the palette. And lastly, we have the third row of the palette. I hope you can see the shift in that purple. It's so beautiful. Okay, I will apply this shade first. This will be in my outer corners and also in the crease. The shade is just so nicely pigmented. This is such a beautiful shade of purple. I feel like applying this all over the lid. So pretty. I'm applying this in the inner crease as well. So I'll just cover the entire crease line. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this mauvey brown shade and just blend out the previous color. And I never show this part. I will take this one, this light color, and I'll apply it in the brow bone area. Just highlight that area. It's a nice shade for my kind of skin tone to highlight this area. It's a perfect color. Little bit lighter than my skin tone, works great as a highlight. Okay, the two colors blend really well. I think let me do a soft look for this video. So I will take this color right here. So I will use my fingers, very intense, and apply it. It's a very beautiful color. Apply it closer to the lash line, and then I will use a brush and blend it upwards. Okay, I'll just have this color on my eyelid, blend out with the previous shade, and for a change let's apply this color, maybe this color in the inner corners. It'll give a nice sparkle. It's sort of like a reddish pink, so it will give an interesting dimension. I think I really like this clean, simple look. So I will just do my lower lash line, apply the lashes, and then I'll show you the final. Okay guys, so that was all about the Purple Haze palette for now. This is not a complete review because I already mentioned I haven't used all the shades. I just wanted to do a quick video and a quick overview of the palette. I do hope that this video is still helpful. If you liked it, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also if you love palette, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes I want to talk about, and if you are new to my channel here, then you may also subscribe to my main channel where I talk about all sorts of makeup. So that's it for today's video guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again really soon in my next video. Bye.